I have a brand new capture card and we're going to see if it's better than the Elgato 4K Pro 60 something MK2. Okay, you know what I mean. We're gonna capture modern 4K gaming with it. So I'll be using my PlayStation 5 and the game Forspoken. And we'll be trying this new capture card out with retro gaming. Let's see what we got. So as you can see, I was given this awesome, I think this is an HDMI 2 cable because you'll be needing HDMI 2 for 4K. HDMI 1 will not work. And this is the product. A KUHAIMI 4K HD video capture. We're going to open this real quick. I was actually surprised how professional the box was. Now we're going to open this. I like the slogan here. KUHAIMI do help better live streaming. So, I should mention this is an external capture card. So it's not like the Elgato 4K, which is an internal capture card. It's an external one. So actually, so far, this one has audio out. It has a Type-C USB. It has microphone in. You can put your headphones in there, which is really, really helpful if you don't have the system I do, because I have a Go XLR, so everything's controlled with a panel on my computer. This looks really pretty. Almost looks like a Tesla or something. And here we have HDMI in and HDMI out. So you put something in and put something out. Here's the power cable. Last but not least, here's the user manual. So here you have table of contents. Will help you out what you need to do. Right, without further ado, I think we're going to set this up on my computer and see what this thing can do. Connecting the KUHAIMI is quite simple. You connect the HDMI cable from the console of choice into the HDMI in slot. Optionally, you can connect an additional TV or monitor to the HDMI out slot. You can use this display to play without latency. Yay! You connect the USB cable to the USB-C. USB-A goes into the PC. Make sure to connect it to the USB 3.0 port. If not, you will not get the full usage of the card. As soon as you connect the device, the onboard drivers will automatically install and make the capture card accessible. Now we can go into OBS and add a source. Press on the plus icon and select video capture device, like so. Now you can click OK. So the device we're going to select here is 4K USB 3.0 Capture Pro. Make sure it is active. Choose on the resolution FPS type, custom instead of default. Now you can select a resolution. If you do not get a resolution higher than 1920 x 1080, then you might have connected your USB cable in a slower USB port. Once again, make sure you connect it to USB 3.0 port. When you did it correctly, you will now be able to select the correct resolution for 4K. Select NV12 as a video format and make sure audio is on audio only capture mode. Now to get audio to work, you need to go to HDMI properties for the device and enable Listen to this device within the Windows sound settings. Alright, now the capture card is properly installed and set up. Let's just fire up the PlayStation 5 and see how it performs. You will be able to select the correct resolution for 4K. My TV does support VRR, so does my Elgato capture card. So this is a capture card problem, and I'm not very happy that a 4K capture card doesn't have this. So what I'll do is I'll be playing two games, Forspoken and Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're doing a side-by-side comparison and see how both capture cards perform. Now, first things first, this is Forspoken. As you can see, there's not much delay, which is a good thing. The sound sounds really good. However, the image has this weird gray filter over it, and I had no clue how to remove it. Now, this is not a crime. I mean, you don't pay much money for this compared to the Elgato, but still, this gray filter makes the image look like it's way less quality. I can see that being a problem when you're trying to get professional footage for YouTube or Twitch streaming. A lot of people are going to maybe say, your image looks a bit more pale. So we just have to keep a note of that. Luckily, there are no artifacts. There's no massive frame drop in Forspoken. However, because VRR is disabled, the refresh rate, I feel like, is all over the place, and it makes me quicker dizzier than it would on the capture card. So this you can see by side. Now I'm going to shut up, and you guys can let me know what you think about the differences.
Now's your chance.
On it.
Alright, moving on to Sonic Frontiers. Now with Sonic Frontiers, again, you can see that the Elgato has a far deeper color depth than the KUHAIMI capture card. So I'm bursting around the Sonic the Hedgehog and I noticed that the game is lagging a lot. Again, I think that has to do with that VR is disabled, because I didn't notice such a massive frame drop on the Elgato. But then again, this game is not running 100% well on the PlayStation 5 because Sega were a bit lazy in optimizing the game because they ran out of time. But I don't want to say too much. I'm going to let you be the judge. So far, I honestly prefer the Elgato, but this isn't too bad either. Hey, you know what? Let's move over to retro gaming, which is my specialty. Let's shoot up Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what? This looks really weird to me. Now, we're playing retro, and I have different capture cards and capture devices for retro and upscalers. So this is my combination. I'm using the Retro Tink 5X Pro, which I know really looks good. So I know for a fact this is not the Retro Tink doing it. And I'm also hearing this sound. It sounds like this capture card is picking up the signal from the SCART signal, making a very loud buzz. Now, it's normal to have a buzz on the Mega Drive, but it's really focusing on it. And again, the color looks a bit washed out. The image feels like it's darker. And yes, I can tell the difference. Which is also weird. Since I'm streaming retro, which is not 4K, I notice there's lag. There is visible lag. Now, this is only the 16-bit machine doing this. Maybe it doesn't like the resolution of the Mega Drive, I'm not sure, but I notice it's lagging. Alright, let's check out the Sonic bonus stages. Oh my god, my head is spinning. I don't know why, but again, I feel like I get way quicker dizzier on the KUHAIMI compared to Elgato 4K Pro. I don't know what's going on, but it's taking much more pressure on my eyes. Alright. Let's move over to Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Again, I can tell that the quality of the image is a bit more washed out because of the gray filter. It looks okay. I don't see any weird artifacts or corruption. It plays, looks alright. I know that both devices have a different way of outputting the image. Well, let's head over to some 8-bit gaming, and here I see the game is running pretty well. Funny, it really likes the NES. So that's really good to know. For 8-bit gaming, it works. How about the Sega Saturn, which is 32-bit? So when I was playing this on the Sega Saturn, I don't know why, I felt the response was a bit slower than on the Elgato. And I felt again a bit quicker dizzier, but otherwise it looks okay. Right, so what are my final thoughts about this capture card? I think it was about $100, which is not a bad price for a cheap capture card. Does it play 4K? Yes, it does. But it doesn't have all the advanced features of the Elgato 4K Pro, meaning you probably will be subject to get dizzier far quicker. And there is an off-color balance, meaning you're going to get this ugly gray filter over it. If that doesn't bother you, by all means, you can stream with this capture card and you can make YouTube videos, no problem. However, if you're like me, you're more on the professional side of things, I would not recommend this capture card, and I definitely would not recommend it for retro gaming if you're a 16-bit enthusiast like I am. However, it works perfectly fine on 8-bit. I don't know why, but it does. So what would I rate this card? I'm going to rate it 3 out of 5. Yes, it's cheaper. You save money. You can capture audio and sound, no problem, besides the Mega Drive. However, I am the type of person who prefers that my image quality looks really good, and some sound issues can really get on my nerves. So 3 out of 5 is not bad. I mean, this can be a very good backup in case your capture card dies. If you like this review, make sure you leave a subscription on the channel and tell me what you think about this capture card. Would you buy it yourself? I would love to hear your opinion. Until next time, bye!